Honored guests, tonight we have gathered to pay our respects to Toastmaster David L. Strickland, a man dying to live, a man who said death inspired his life, a man who lived to 150 years old. That's a long haul, a life full of love, laughter, and fun. That's the one word that describes Dave best. Fun. That's why he would not want this to be a somber occasion, but a celebration, not only of his life, but of yours as well. All of you. As David would say, think of the alternative. You could be in here with him, in this bucket. It's not an urn, it's a bucket. Specifically, it's a worm bucket. David was a southern boy. Country boy. Oh, what's the word? Redneck. Yes. He was a redneck. This was the bucket he carried his worms in for fishing, as he said. So he decided, if he's going to die and become worm food anyway, might as well be put to good use. Useful and fun. That's David. His entire 150 years on this planet, making him the oldest man that ever lived. Well, second to Moses, as he would say. But that's only because Moses never had to deal with traffic. Can you imagine Moses dealing with traffic on the way to the Red Sea? Let's go, folks! My brother the Pharaoh's trying to kill us! We need to exodus now! It's the Red Sea, not a red light! Go! What are you doing? Now, before we talk about David's philosophy of life, dying to live, let's address something. The quizzical looks on your faces. The puzzlement. Wondering to yourself, why in the wide world of sports is Father Daniel Patrick O'Shaughnessy, an Irish Catholic priest, here doing David's service? When David was neither Catholic nor Irish. 6'3", half Japanese, not even in the same zip code as Irish, all right? But he was a big fan. Favorite movie? 1952 classic, A Quiet Man, starring John Wayne. Also, he's a big fan of the Irish brogue, he was. Loved it. He said the Irish brogue could liven even the most somber of moods. Like a fine Irish whiskey, which, as per David's request, we'll be serving after the service. To liven the mood even more. Actually, I say, why wait? Not time for a tongue number. Here's to your shillelagh. The elixir of life. And speaking of life, specifically David's, I asked him years ago, what's the secret to such a long life, 150 years? He said, I was dying to live. That's interesting. What inspired this dying to live? He said, death. That was rather morbid, I would think. That's kind of ghoulish, don't you think? You have to explain. And he did. He said years ago, he heard when he was a young man about this practice of writing your own obituary, as a way to take stock of your life, to see where you are, where you want to go. So he did that. He wrote his own obituary. Had fun with it. What's the kind of life he wanted to live? And he looked at it after he's done. Instead of a summary of his life, he started looking at it as a blueprint of his life. How to build his life. And that's how he accomplished being a musician, an actor, a writer, a comedian, Toastmaster, motivational speaker, 2014 winner of the Division A Humorous Contest. We'll see. But him being a Toastmaster, of course, he wanted to inspire others to do the same. Write your own obituary. Inspire to aspire for more. And as a Toastmaster, he breaks it down to 3 steps. Of course! That's what Toastmasters do, right? Step 1. Log it. Log it down. Write it down. Pen to paper. Hand the keyboard. Put it somewhere. Be accountable for your life. What would you want to do before you kiss your Blarney Stone goodbye? You log it down. Second step. Love it. Love your life. Love your decisions. Put your passion into your life. Because whatever you put your heart into, your body will follow. Third step. Live it. Live your life. Every moment you have to live it. Big moments, small moments. Live in the moment. Before you know it, you're living the life you want. And there you have it. 3 simple steps. Log it. Love it. Live it. 3 simple steps. Like the Irish Code of Conduct. You know what that is? Drink, laugh, repeat. In closing, dear friends, David summed it up with these wise words, which he was known to have after a shot or 2 of fine Irish whiskey, aren't we all? Live the life you aspire to live, not the life you retire to live. Think about that. Live the life you aspire to live, not the life you retire to live or settle. Don't settle. Die to live. Who's dying to live? If you're dying to live, let me hear you say yes.
Yes.
Are you dying to aspire to do more in your life? Let me hear you say yes.
Yes.
Who's dying for a shot of fine Irish whiskey?
Yay!